Jai Gurudev. Today in this Spine Care Yoga Part 1, we are going to discuss about the three doshas and we will look into detail about the Vata dosha. So you know that as per Ayurveda, there are three doshas, Vata, Pitta and Kapha, and they are helping to maintain our body healthy. So Vata is a combination of air and ether, Pitta is a combination of fire and water, and Kapha is a combination of earth and water. So today we will discuss about the Vata and how Vata dosha is important, what are the different functions, what are the different types of Vata dosha, and how it is helping our body, and when we are not taking care of this Vata dosha and how it is creating the different problems in our body. So as we know that Vata is a combination of air and ether. When there is an imbalance in air and ether, then it creates the different problems. So before that, let us understand what are the important functions of Vata dosha in our body. Vata is a principle of movement. So whatever the different movements are happening in our body, Vata dosha is responsible for that. As even Pitta and Kapha is also as per Ayurveda, it is called as a Pangu. That means they are handicapped. Without the help of Vata dosha, they are not able to perform their function. So Vata is very important principle of it's a principle of movement, we can say, for the Vata dosha. So what it is doing, Vata in dosha? So whatever the bodily movements are there in our body, it is because of Vata dosha. It is mainly responsible for our nervous system, and main we can say the location or the place of Vata dosha is in the nervous system. Then it also controls the cell division, arrangement of cells, and the formation of the different layers of the organs are happening. It is because of Vata dosha. It also controls the inhalation and exhalation, circulation of the body, then arterial and venous flow of the blood. It happens because of Vata dosha. Vata dosha is responsible for the our mind, that is the gross and subtle movements. Another important functions of Vata dosha is the elimination, the excretion, and during the labor that Vata dosha is helping a lot. Along with that, the blinking of the eyes and the eyelids, movement of the muscles, pulsations of the heart, all the expansion and contraction, the movement of the cytoplasm and the cell membranes. So whatever these movements are happening in our body, it is because of the Vata dosha. It is not only helping to happens this bodily movement, but Vata dosha is also important for our feelings and emotions. So alertness, we can say the positive side of the Vata dosha, but when there is an imbalance in the Vata dosha, it creates that fear and anxiety, pain, tremors, spasm. So all these are the important functions of the Vata dosha, and we can understand that this how the Vata dosha is important, and it is doing the lot of various important functions in our body. So if we want to maintain Vata dosha in the balance, so we have to follow all the things which are helping or maintaining the Vata dosha in balance. But when we are not able to balance the Vata dosha, then it is creating the different symptoms in our body. So let us understand what are the different causes of Vata dosha imbalance. Why Vata dosha is getting imbalanced in our body. So before that we understand the causes and all, let us understand what are the seats of the Vata dosha. So main place, or we can say the location of the Vata dosha, is the large intestine, then pelvic cavity, lower back, bones, thighs, skin, ears, cavities, and nervous system. So Vata dosha is everywhere in the body, and as we have seen that the movement is the main function, or we can say that it is a principle of movement. That's why Vata dosha is very important. There are different types of Vata dosha. So what are these different types of Vata dosha? There are 5 types of Vata dosha. The first is prana. Prana is generally located in the upper part of the body, and the head is the location of that prana, and it governs the functions of our brain, heart, and lungs. Then second type of vata dosha is the udana. It is located in the chest. Third type of vata dosha is the samana, which is located in our gut, and it is helping for the digestion and assimilation of the food. Fourth type is the vyana. It is circulating all over the body, and it is carrying out the blood circulation. It moves all over the body. And the last type of vata dosha is the apana, and apana is generally located in the lower part of our body, and the excretion, elimination, whatever is happening, it is because of apana vayu. So these are the very important of 5 types of vata dosha, and they are carrying out very important different functions in our body. So when they are in a balance, we are healthy. But there are various causes which makes this vata dosha in imbalanced state. So what are these causes? Let us understand. The first comes the irregular routine. Irregular routine in the sleep. When we are not sleeping on time and we are sleeping very late in the night, that causes it increases vata dosha in our body. Generally it is happening, we know that now the people, they are working in a shifts, or they are sleeping very late in the night. So in that case, the vata dosha is imbalance is happening. Then along with that, irregular eating habits also. If we are eating very little, we are not eating on the time, when we are eating very late in the night, or especially when we eat very dry food or very cold food, that is also imbalanced vata dosha in our body. So maintaining consistently our regular daily routine that we called as a lifestyle is very important to keep vata dosha in balance. Another reason of getting vata dosha imbalanced is the stress. So stress, anxiety. And so what happens when there is a vata imbalance? So it creates the fear and anxiety, restlessness in the mind. So that's why we should know how we can balance or how we can take care of the stress factor. And the third thing is the environmental factors. When there is a lot of excessive cold outside, or dryness in the environment, or it is a windy weather, that is also creating a vata imbalance in our body. So to maintain vata in balanced state, we have to take care of these 3 things. So what happens when the vata imbalance is there? What are the different symptoms we can experience in our body? So here are the few symptoms we can say: cracked nails and the soles of the feet. First thing we have to keep in mind, whenever there is a pain in the body, pain is the main symptom of vata imbalance. So we have to understand, whenever we are feeling the pain in the body, we need to understand there is some imbalance in the vata dosha. Then we can experience the pain in the anus region, pelvic girdle, foot pain will be there, foot drops sometimes, numbness in the feet, because we have seen that the vata dosha is main location of the vata dosha is our nervous system, right? So whenever we are feeling the numbness in our hands and the legs, so we need to understand there is some vata imbalance in our body. Cramps will be there in the calf muscles, sciatica nerve pain will be there, stiffness in the back, neck, pain will be there, compression or stiffness will be there. Sometimes dislocation of the knees are happening, loss of movement will be there. So whatever these are the symptoms are there, it is because of the imbalance in the vata dosha. So how we can take care of this vata dosha, and how we can maintain this vata dosha in balance? So there are few things. So here we are mainly focusing on how spine care yoga is helping us So in spine care yoga, we are having the different stretches. So what happens when we do these stretches? So what happening? Initially already we have discussed Vata dosha is a dosha of air and the space element. So we are creating the space and we are allowing Vata dosha to move. And in this way we are allowing, when we do these stretches in the spine care, it is helping to move that Vata dosha properly. The alignment is happening in the spine. The another thing, it is helping to maintain that stability. It is strengthening our core muscles. Not only the core muscles, there are different muscles in the body. When we don't use that muscles properly or our posture is not correct, that time also what happens, it creates the stiffness in the muscle. So it is helping, when we do these stretches, it helping to remove that stiffness from the muscles, and it is bringing that strength to the muscles and brings that stability in the body. And third thing is, whenever we are doing these stretches, it is improving our flexibility. It is removing that stiffness. And not only this Vata dosha is moving properly in our body, there will be the proper movement of the energy flow is there in the body. So along with that, we learn regarding the postures, because what happens, most of the problems whatever they are happening, it is because of our incorrect posture. So we are getting the knowledge about the correct posture, because the first thing is that awareness should be there. When their awareness is there, then the next step is the correction. So how with this the spine care yoga we are able to address the Vata dosha, and how this spine care yoga is helping to balance the Vata dosha. So in this slide we have understand how this Vata dosha is important, and it is having a very important functions in our body, and what are the different causes are there which makes Vata in imbalanced state, and what different symptoms it is creating. And we have seen the most of the symptoms whatever the Vata dosha imbalance are creating, it is related with our spine and all the joints. So it is very important to take care of this Vata dosha, so that we can keep this Vata dosha in a balanced state. Jai Gurudev.